In the Reiner report, knowing what to recycle, let's be honest, it can be confusing, right? So Governor Gavin Newsom signed a bill this week aimed at making it easier. Political reporter Morgan Reiner explains some of the big impacts these new changes can have. Morgan.
Chris, the head of the Recycling Commission told me no amount of education can combat the amount of misinformation on plastic products. Products like this one, the Solo Cup, which clearly has a recycling logo right at the bottom of it. But in California, you can't actually recycle this, and experts predict this takes about 450 years to decompose. And don't even get those experts started on plastic bags. All plastic bags have that same recycling logo on it. And again, in reality, it's a recycling facility's worst nightmare. Governor Newsom signed a package of bills aimed at reducing plastic pollution.
I think we've all been there where we're like looking at something, we're going, oh, did this go in the blue bin or do I throw this out, right?
Many companies use the recycling arrow on products that can't actually be recycled. The new law, SB 343, changes that.
It's great advertising, you know? You look at it and you're like, oh, this is awesome. It's recyclable. I want to be good to the environment. I'm going to use this bag and I'm going to put it in my recycling bin. And I've done my job for the earth today.
We're finally going to have a sheriff in town when it comes to labeling and proper information to the public.
In California, some companies export their waste to other countries.
So there's legislation that was signed that says, look, you can't just export something that's going to get dumped in another country that doesn't have the infrastructure to handle it, and call that recycling.
And another new law that bans giving out plastic utensils and sauce packets unless asked for.
When you're at home during the pandemic and you get takeout and it comes with all those things, and then you go home and you eat on your own plates and you eat with your own forks and knives, right? So let's start bringing down that extra plastic that we don't really need.
Heidi Sanborn sits on the statewide recycling commission that gave the recommendations to policymakers.
This commission's work is actually it's going to end up in national bills this year.
Here's the other big thing. If a company needs to remove the label or change it on a product for 40 million Californians, it'll most likely have to remove the label from all of its products, change the line altogether. That's why people pay close attention to new laws passed in the Golden State and fight hard if they don't like it.
Well, this is something to keep in mind as we move forward. Morgan Reiner with the Reiner Report for us tonight. Morgan, thank you.